Hi, Shannon Lewis here of Panoptic Development. Today I would like to share with you how you can use a Google form to capture people's emails and then to automatically send an email response to them once they've submitted the form. There's a lot of information on the internet on how to do this, but unfortunately most of it is outdated because Google has changed the way add-ons work. It used to be that you could add on via a script through the insert tab, but now you have to do it via the add-on store. And the one add-on that a lot of people used doesn't seem to be available on the add-on store anymore. Although luckily there is a different add-on that works. There's not a lot of information out there on how to use it. The first thing you'll need is to have a Google account. If you don't already have a Google account, then go ahead and sign up for one. And once you have, you want to go to Google Drive and create a form. For this particular example, we'll just create a very simple form. The form name will be Email Newsletter Sign Up. And a form description, this form is used to sign up for my monthly email newsletter. The first question we're going to ask for is for their email address. We want to make sure this is required because obviously we can't send someone an email with our newsletter if we don't have their email. And we'll just add another thing asking for their full name. But we won't make this a requirement. If they don't want to give it to us, that's fine. So now I want to customize the form a little bit. So I'll go ahead here and customize it. I want to go ahead and add my company logo. You can change things like the font used for the title and for the description and the questions. I'm not going to go do that, but I'm going to go ahead and change the form background color. All right, let's take a look and see what this form looks like live. And there it is live. That would be what the people would see if you're sharing the URL for the form. So let's talk about that for a minute. There's two ways that you can use this form to collect people's information. You want to go ahead and go with the click on Send Form. If you want to embed it into a web page, you just click the Embed button here, and then you copy that information into your clipboard. And then when you're building your web page, landing page, or whatever you're building, you go ahead and add this particular code to the web page, and then you'll get that form embedded in the web page. Or if you don't want to embed it, you can use this URL here, and you can use that URL as either on a web page and have someone click here, and then it will go to this page here and have just the form be its own page. So that really depends on how you want to share it. So we'll go to the live form. So now in order to set up the email response, we need to go View Response. Now, for those who have not used Google Forms before, Google does set up a Google spreadsheet where the responses to the forms are kept. So in this particular case, we want to go to an add-on. I've already added on the add-on, which is called Form Mule. But if you hadn't, you would go Get Add-ons, and you would type right here, Form Mule. And it will find it for you, and then you would get this like add the plus free, and you go ahead and click on that. But as I said, I've already added it on. So let's launch it so we can go ahead and set it up. While we're waiting for this, there's two ways that you can have an email triggered. You can have it triggered at a time. So for instance, noon on every day, or maybe Monday at noon at 12 o'clock, I'll send out this email. Or you can have it triggered that when someone submits the form, and that's what I want to do here. So every time someone submits a form, I will go ahead and send out the email. I need to select my sheet. There's the form response, which is the sheet down here. See form response 1. That's where the answers will be. And now I'll go ahead and set up the template. You can have up to 15 templates. We'll just do one. And you can do things like, you know, send it if an email address is this specific email address, or if it's not this specific email address, or a full name, you know, send it if Joe Smith, or don't send it if full name equals Joe Smith. But for us, we want to go ahead and send it to everybody, so we'll leave that alone. And now we're going to go ahead and set up the template. So we want to send it to the email address that they supply, and the subject will be, "Thank you for signing up." And we'll customize this a little bit. We'll say hello, and then we'll add the full name. We'll just get rid of this. We don't need to say hello full name and then their full name. So now if we'll send, this will be customized to whatever they put in the full name form box. "Thank you for signing up for my newsletter. You will receive a monthly email from me. Sincerely, Joe Smith." And now that will be the email that is sent out every time someone submits the form. It's been saved, so we can go ahead and close it. Now let's go back to the form online, and we'll go ahead and add fill out the form, and we'll submit it. And now we'll go back to the responses, and you'll see in just a second that an email will be sent. And there we go. The email's been sent. So now let's go back to our inbox here and look there. "Hello, Sue Williams. Thank you for signing up for my newsletter. You'll receive a monthly email from me." So you see how easy that is to set up? I think the one thing that you need to remember, though, is with this particular form, this add-on, you can only send out 100 emails a day. So if your volume is going to be higher than 100, and you still want to use Google Apps to do it, you will then instead have to go through setting up a script editor and writing your own script. And you can find some scripts on the internet on how to do that. It's just more complicated to do that. So I think for someone who's just trying to set this up quickly and doesn't have a lot of volume, this is a pretty easy way to set it up. If you don't want to use something like MailChimp, maybe there's a reason that you want to have the responses in a Google spreadsheet. So if so, this is a very easy way to go ahead and set up automatic email responses to Google Forms. I hope you found this very helpful, and I'd love to hear any feedback from you. Thank you, and have a great day.